Hi there, everyone. This is Sean 71986. I hope you have a fantastic Friday morning. Also, happy August 1st. Hold on. Sorry, I'm waking up with a sneeze infection, so bear with me on this one, okay? So last night it was the Hall of Fame game of the NFL to kick off the NFL preseason, and it's against the LA Chargers and the Detroit Lions. And in a surprising turn of events, the Chargers have defeated the Detroit Lions in a very, very impressive fashion. Yes, the Los Angeles Chargers actually destroyed the Detroit Lions 34-7. I mean, honestly, if we're gonna be honest, if I want to keep it a $150 on that one, it wasn't even fucking close, my dude. Cause it's like the Chargers scored 14 unanswered points in the first quarter. 14 unanswered. And let's get to the stats. First up, you got Trey Lance, Trey Lance is on the team. And he actually did a hell of a good job. For the Chargers, Trey Lance completed 13 of 20 passes for 120 yards, got 2 touchdowns. While I'll say DJ U, I can't pronounce his last name for the life of me, he completed 2 of his 3 passes for only 25 yards. As for the Lions, Allen completed 9 of 14 passes for 91 yards and got 2 interceptions, while Hooker had completed 3 of his 6 passes for 18 yards and got 1 interception. In the rest of the bottom, Vidal had 9 carries for 37 yards, 2 TDs. Hines had 8 carries for 34 yards. Haskins had 6 carries for 34 yards. Hampton got 2 carries for 9 yards. T. Lance had 3 carries for 8 yards. Patterson had 3 carries for 2 yards. Matlock had 1 carry for 2 yards. And DJU had 3 carries for -5 yards. Bruh. The rest of the department, Reynolds had 10 carries for 38 yards and 1 TD. Small had 11 carries for 35 yards, no TDs. Hooker had 3 carries for 9 yards. Sailors had 2 carries for 6 yards, and Allen had 2 carries for 5 yards. And in the receiving department, Lambert Smith had 2 receptions for 43 yards, 1 TD. Fisk had 1 reception for 19 yards. Patterson had 2 receptions for 18 yards. Disley had 2 receptions for 14 yards, 1 TD. Rice had 1 reception for 13 yards. Campbell has 1 reception for 12 yards. Johnson had 1 reception for 10 yards. Haskins had 1 reception for 8 yards. Gunston II had 1 reception for 7 yards. Davis had 1 reception for 4 yards. Hines had 1 reception for 4 yards. And Vandell had 1 reception for -7 yards. Damn, that's a lot of receivers. Tessilia had 2 receptions for 46 yards. Lovett had 5 receptions for 31 yards. Reynolds had 1 reception for 10 yards. Small had 1 reception for 6 yards. Sanders had 1 reception for 6 yards. Meeks had 1 reception for 5 yards. And Zesker had 1 reception for 5 yards. Now let's take a look at the team stats. Total yards. Chargers 261 total yards. Lions 197 total yards. Passing yards. Chargers 140 yards. Lions 104 yards. Rushing yards, 121 yards. Lions, 93 yards. Yards per play, Chargers, 4.4 yards per play. Lions, 3.9 yards per play. Chargers had 16 first downs to the Lions, 12 first downs. Chargers were 4 and 13 on third down, while the Lions are 1 and 11 on third down. Chargers is 2 and 2 on fourth down, while the Lions are 2 and 4 on fourth down. Chargers have ran 59 total plays, while the Lions only ran 50 plays. Chargers only allow 1 sack, while the Lions allow 2 sacks. Chargers put the ball 3 times, while the Lions put the ball 4 times. Penalty yards. Chargers had 3 penalties that only cost them 25 yards, while the Lions had 8 penalties, costing them 68 yards. Chargers didn't fumble the rock. The Lions had fumbled the ball 2 times. Chargers didn't throw any picks. The Lions threw 3 picks. And the Chargers dominated in the time of possession. Listen, this game was, I don't know what happened, but man, sakes alive, this was not a game for the Lions. That's for damn sure. And the Chargers came out swinging, came out with their necks hanging and all that shit. This was a beatdown of biblical proportions, and I can say that with utmost level of respect. But yeah, I think what really hurt the Lions was those turnovers, man. 2 fumbles. The first fumble was when a defensive player fumbled the ball at the opening kickoff at the start of the game. That was set up the bullshit that they had suffered. And they also threw 3 interceptions. That was just one of them almost went back for a pick 6. But then again, like I said, this is for here. The Lions, like I said, the Lions had to have a new offensive coordinator and a defensive coordinator take it over, because remember Ben Johnson, their former offensive coordinator, he's gone to be the new head coach. He's gone as the new head coach for the Chicago Bears, while Alan Glenn, their defensive coordinator, he's now with the New York Jets as their new head coach. So there's a lot of things that the team has to get used to. You know, and like they always say goes, when you get a new offensive coordinator, that means new playbook, new mechanics, all this other stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, there's that. There's always that. Now you're probably gonna. As for the Chargers, they came out swinging, man. I know it's a preseason. I know it was a preseason game, but they actually showed these guys can fucking ball. These guys can fucking ball. They put together a really damn good team, and they look really promising, and dare I say, they look very, very dangerous. Focus on me. But I feel like this team might be. I feel like if they can manage to get through the season without the bullshit, they could be a dangerous threat, man. I mean, who knows? They might give the Chiefs a run for their money. Yes, I know. I know a lot of people say you know that's bullshit, right? I'm like, yes, I know it's bullshit. I'm just putting it out there. Just want to put that out there, you know. Besides, I mean, look, it's going to get interesting to see how well this plays out, but I do want to see how well this is going to roll, all right? So, in my honest opinion, I feel like this will be really cool and see how well this team is gonna ball out. So, congratulations I want to say congratulations to the LA Chargers for getting this dub, because I know this is big, this is huge, this is really good for them. And who knows? And like I said, who knows? They might, if they play their cards right. If they actually play their cards right, they might be a threat. They really might be a threat, man. So, like I said, I can't wait to see how well. Like I said, I really can't wait to see how well this team plays out, and it's gonna be fun to see. It's really gonna be fun to see how this team rolls. All right. Well, anywho, that's my 2 cents on this one. But let me know what y'all think about last night's game. I think it's pretty fun, even though the Chargers was kicking ass and taking names in the first quarter. Like, seriously, 14 unanswered points in the first quarter. That is insane. And also I'm actually shocked that Trey Lance is with the Chargers. I guess the Cowboys didn't re-sign him. That's I don't know what Jerry Jones is thinking, but I hope he knows what he's doing, but we'll wait. But that's for another time. Let me know what you think about this game, alright? As always, be sure to leave a comment, like this video, subscribe to this channel, click notification bell so don't miss an update, share with friends, share with neighbors, share with others, and that's about it. Until next time, this is Sean0071986 signing off. Thank you for watching this video. It really means a lot. I'll see you next one. Catch you later. Bye-bye! Grim Scarjaw. Oh! I like that name. That's a good name. I like that name. Grim Scarjaw. Of course, I did create a mutant football version of myself. Scissor Fishrot. I mean, what y'all think? I mean, because if I need work, I mean, feel free to let me know. I am open to successes on a monster day. Also, I got a sick ass photo that I made of me in a horror form, but I'm saving that one for Halloween. So I'm saving that for October. So be sure to keep an eye on that one. All right. Oh, and one more thing. These Spanos, for the love of God, don't fuck this up.